Hello everyone and welcome to ERA tutorial. I am Aarti Naik. Today I am going to teach you class 8 subject English unit 1 1.3 The Pilgrim. We are going to learn this poem along with question and answers. Let us start with warming up. Make a group of groups and discuss the following. What fatal dangers, problems did mankind face centuries ago but are no longer a threat today? So there are lots of things on which we can talk. Some medical issues are there, issues related to transport are there, issues related to educations are there. So all are that mankind faced centuries ago but are no longer a threat today. B. Name a few scientists, explorers, social reformer, inventors, discoverers who spend most of their lives to find solution to some major problems, setbacks that mankind face. So, some are Alexander Fleming, Edison, then Ronald Ross, Christopher Columbus, Wright brothers, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Galileo, Marie Curie, Savitribai Phule, Babasaheb Ambedkar, etc. are the people, those who tried to find out solution for major problems and the setbacks that mankind face. Did they themselves suffer from those problems or setbacks? Some of them suffered, but some did it only because it was their passion. What inspired them to spend the best part of their lives to research and share their findings? So it was their passion for passion for doing something for mankind. Because of that they did, irrespective of all the difficulties what they face, but they never gave up, and because of that they become successful in it. Question number 2. Read and understand the following poetic devices. First one. A. If two or more words in the same line convey the same meaning, the figure of speech in that line is called a tautology. For example, it brought joy and cheer. Now, when you are talking about joy and cheer, both are giving the same meaning. So, same meaning two words are used in a sentence, that is the example of tautology. They groaned with aches and pains. So, aches and pains are the same thing. B. Poet often changes proper grammatical order of the word in the line of a poem in order to make the lines rhyme or to emphasize upon something. The figure of speech is in such lines is called inversion, okay, or anastrophe. Now inversion means what? Now generally we know the correct formation of the sentence, okay, and we can understand the correct sentence also. But in poems sometimes the arrangement of words are made not to show the not to give the correct sentence, but to emphasize something, to give importance to something. For example, up came the sun, down the hill it flowed. Now here if you see this means whatever sentence is given, so its formation is wrong, but it gives some different effect what poet want to say. So generally inversion sentences are not in proper, in correct order as usual in grammatical correct format. C. When a question is asked in order to create a dramatic effect and not to get an answer in a line of the poem, the figure of speech used is called interrogation or rhetorical questions. Now here answer is not expected, but here poet want to express its feeling. For example, what is the life if full of care? Okay. Now here answer is not expected, but it gives meaning that if it is full of care, then life is not challenging. Okay. When can their glory fade? That means here answer is not required, but you have to think over it. That is the intention of the poet. Now let us start with the poem The Pilgrim. A pilgrim, before starting the poem, let me make you aware about the pilgrim. Pilgrim is the person who is going, who is traveling uh, generally at religious places, okay, at the end of the life, or when a person become very old, at that time in all religion it is said that once in a life they have to do pilgrimage, means once in a life they have to go to their religious places. Now here why this title is given to this poem, that you will understand at the end of the poem, okay. Means a person who is doing something without any selfishness, okay, he is doing um, for not his own use but helping others. A pilgrim going a lone highway. Now here pilgrim is going to a highway which is lone, which is alone, means highway is alone. Came at evening cold and grey to a chasm. Chasm means what? A ravine. Ravine means a very deep steep gap in the earth's surface, or you can say it is the place in between two mountains or valley. It is valley. To a chasm deep and vast and wide. Now vast and wide means the same thing, okay. So here you can see the example of tautology. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. So now when old man is crossing this chasm or ravine, he is crossing this ravine during twilight, means at the time of evening. The chasm held no fear for him. Now the pilgrim is not afraid of the challenges in his life, because at the age when he is doing his traveling, he is knowing all the types of, means he has all the types of experiences, and because of that it is nothing is challenging for him. He can do it very easily. He is not afraid about it, and very happily he is facing the challenges because he is an experienced person, okay. So the chasm held no fear for him. There is no question of fear for him, but he paused when he reached the other side. Now he crossed that chasm, he crossed that ravine, okay, he crossed the valley, but now he paused, that means he is waiting on the another side of the valley. When he reached the other side, and build a bridge to span the tide. To span the tide means what? To go across the tide, means after crossing the valley he decided to build a bridge. He decided to build a bridge so that the next coming person will get some comfort, okay. Old man said a fellow pilgrim near, why waste your time in building here? Now see, old man, that means that pilgrim is having one old man as his companion, and that old man is saying that why you are wasting your time by building bridge here. Now this is your last journey, you are not going to come back here, you are not going to use that bridge, so for whom you are building it? So why waste your time in building here? Why you are wasting? Now already it is dim light. In dim light why you are working for other? Your journey ends with the close of the day. Close of the day means here the old men want to say that we have only few days with us, means any time we can die, and probability of coming back to this way is almost zero. We are not going to come back here. Then why you are building this bridge? For whom? You never again will pass this way. You have crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build a here at eventide? Now eventide means what? At late evening. Now at late evening if you will start doing it, it will continue till night and you will be unable to see anything here. So why you are taking efforts for others in this critical situation? Why you are making bridge for other people? The pilgrim raised his old grey head. Now he raised his old grey head means already he is aged person. Okay. Now he want to give answer to his friend. My friend, in the path I have come, he said. Now he is telling him that, my dear friend, the path from which I have come, there followeth after me today. That means followeth after me today. That means today I have crossed this way. Next day another people will cross this way. Okay. Today I am here, another day after me today means after me, when I will cross this highway, another people will come to cross this highway. A fair youth who must pass this way. Now here the pilgrim is talking about the young people. Now those who haven't faced any challenges in their life. So he is talking about the young one, young person who has not faced any challenges in his life, and that's why he is inexperienced person. Okay. So what pilgrim is saying to his old friend, that a fair haired youth who must pass this way, the chasm which held no fear for me. Now this ravine, this valley or the path from that is not challenging for me, because I have lots because I had lots of experience in my life, and now I know how to overcome the challenges. But if the young person will come, he don't know how to face the challenges. So I am preparing this bridge for the young, a fair haired youth. I am preparing this bridge. To the fair haired youth may a pitfall be. That means a fair haired youth will come, this path may be challenging for him, or it will be like a trap for him, or it may take a long time to for him. He too must cross in the twilight dim, or it may happen that sometime he is crossing the way in during the evening. So it will be helpful for him if I am building a bridge. My friend, I am building this bridge for him. So here you can see this pilgrim is thinking about the next generation. The next generation, he want to give some comfort. So whenever we have some experiences with us, with that experiences we should teach it to others, so that for others also the same thing will become easy. So here we can say that this pilgrim is very generous person, and he is thinking about the others. He wants that others should not face the challenges, or others should not face the problems unnecessary which he has faced. So here we can see the nature of the pilgrim. He want to share his experiences, or he want to help the other young people, next generation, with his experiences. So here poet wants to say that whatever we know, we must have to share our knowledge with others, so that it will be helpful to others, or it will make others life more easy. Okay, I hope that everybody might have understood this poem. Let us discuss questions and answers. English workshop. Pick out words from the poem to fill the web diagram. Now here in web diagram you have to write down some words related to travel and some words related to time around sunset. So for travel, which words are used here? Path, journey, highway and way. Highway, path, way and journey. Now related to time around sunset, evening, close of the day, twilight and eventide is used for the end of the day. Question number 2. The entire poem is metaphorical, that is implied comparison. Now here metaphorical means what? That comparison is made without as or like. So it is not example of simile, but it is example of metaphorical. Now here let us see what is compared in column A with the column B. Now pilgrim is compared with a dutiful man. Okay. Journey is compared with life. Even or close of the day is compared with evening, or close of the day is compared with old age. Chasm, deep and wide, is compared with threat of life. Building a bridge is compared with solving the problem or getting rid of threat of life. Pitfall, pitfall is compared with trap. Close of the day is compared with death. Question number 3. Read the poem and write three qualities of each. Now for old pilgrim, how is the old pilgrim? He is old, helpful and experienced. Okay. Now fellow pilgrim, curious, puzzled and thoughtless. Young pilgrim, young, frightened and inexperienced. Question number 3b. Answer in your own word. Why did the old man have no need to build the bridge across the chasm? So as per the friend of old man, as per the friend of the pilgrim, no need to build the bridge across the chasm because that was their last journey and they were not going to return back by that way. That's why it was not necessary to build the bridge. Question B. What explanation did he give to the fellow pilgrim for his thoughtful deed? So what explanation old man the pilgrim gave to his fellow pilgrim? He gave explanation that today I have crossed this ravine because I am experienced and I have learned lots of things from my life. The same thing young person might not have learned. So this path may be challenging for him, so I am making it little bit easy for him. See, what message does the poem convey to all of us? The poet convey the message that whatever things we are knowing, we must have to share it with others to reduce their efforts. Question number 4a. Note the rhyming word in the first stanza. So in first stanza, rhyming words are way, grey, wide, side, tide, dim, him. Now poet has used a deliberate pattern of line that rhyme with other line in the poem of the stanza. This pattern can be identified by giving the rhyming pair of words, the same letter of the alphabet. For example, the first stanza of the poem has pattern A, B, C, B, B. Now how to make the rhyme pattern, let us see in the poem. If we see first stanza, now we have to see, now here while making this rhyme scheme, we have to pay attention of this last word of the poem. See here, way, grey. So we are starting with the rhyme scheme, we are starting with A. So here both has rhyming words are way and grey, both have same ending ay. So here you can take this as a. Okay. So rhyming scheme is A. Now this E is different. So here we will take B. Okay. Here dim is different. So we will take C. But dim and him is same. So repeat CC. But and here in this second last line, other side is different. Okay. But it is similar to tide. So here A, B, C, D and D. So this is the rhyme scheme of the first stanza. Like that you have to find out rhyme scheme of second and third stanza. I am repeating again, when the rhyming words are there, you have to select same alphabet for the rhyming word A. Now here this is not rhyming word, so we will take B. It does not match with first two end words, so another letter B. Here in fourth line also this does not match with any first, second, third, so new letter C, but it matches with the fifth line, so CC. Then again sixth and seventh are having the rhyming word, so DD. So rhyme scheme of the first stanza of this poem is A, B, CC, DD. Like that you can find out the rhyme scheme of second and third stanza. So it is second stanza, it is D D A A. Now if the first rhyming words are repeating, you have to take it again. Instead of taking new letter, whatever we have, the letter we have used for the same rhyme scheme, that we have to use. So second stanza D D A A B B, third stanza E E A A F F C C. Okay. So you have to remember which rhyme word you have used in the first stanza. If it is repeating again, so the same letter you have to use in second, third, fourth, fifth, all stanzas. Okay. Now question number C. Find two lines that contain inversion. Inversion already we learn in the warming up that it is improper arrangement of the sentence. So here is the example. The fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. So instead of may a pitfall be, correct arrangement is it may be a pitfall be. Okay. So here words are not arranged properly. So it is example of inversion. Second, came at evening cold and grey to chasm deep and vast and wide. So here also arrangement of sentences are not correct. Come on a cold and grey evening to a deep and wide vast chasm. So again it is example of inversion. Next, find out two lines that contain inversion. Okay, the same thing is here. Pick out one line each that contain the following figure of speech. Tautology. To a chasm deep and vast and wide. So deep, vast and wide are having the same meaning. Personification. A pilgrim going a lone highway. So here highway is compared with a person. Okay, that the person is alone. Highway is alone. Highway is compared with the person, like person is alone. Okay. Interrogation. So here question is there without expecting answer. Why waste your time in building here? So question number 5, last question. Imagine that you are a fellow pilgrim and you wish to share your experience of the incident in the poem. Write a short article about it for the magazine. Also convey that what change it has brought in your life. So here as a fellow pilgrim, I can say that I learned this thing, that with our experience we can make ease for others. Okay. So like that experience you have to write down. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that you might have understood poem also and question and answers also. But if you have any problem regarding it, you can write down in comment box. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and click bell icon to get my new videos every day. Thank you.